Hi, Chair and members. Sarah Arce on behalf of the Campaign for College Opportunity. We too are focused on the basic skills proposal because it remains a huge barrier to success for students. Last year, thanks to the leadership of those on the committee, the state made a historic investment to redesign remedial education practices at our community colleges. So we are very pleased that this budget proposes proposal focuses on this critical issue and builds off of last year's investments. In fact, we know that 2/3 of the state's colleges submitted an application for the one-time funding provided under the transformation program. So there's clearly momentum to adopt and scale the redesigned remedial education practices. Moving forward, we want to ensure that all colleges have the opportunity to do so, but also that colleges are adopting the types of practices we know lead to the most dramatic gains in student success, and moving away from those that yield only modest outcomes for students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex Galeana. I am the Vice President of External Affairs for the Student Senate for the California Community Colleges, an organization that represents up to 2.3 million students across the state of California. So, as a community college student, I personally cannot continue seeing my peers falling through the cracks of higher education due to our deteriorating remediation system. We cannot continue having less than 50% of our community college students not being able to realize a college-level math or English course, especially when 75% of the aforementioned students are placed into remediation. If we want to ensure that higher education is an equitable right for all, regardless of a student's socioeconomic status, then we need to continue our historic investment into our community college system's remediation system. Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, thank you for your leadership and your service to California. My name is Josefina Canchola, and I'm an elected member of the California Democratic Central Committee, and I represent the 57th Assembly District. Nearly 30 years ago, I was introduced to the Puente Project when I was asked to mentor first-generation underserved students at Riverside Community College. Through the first-hand experiences of working with students who had great dreams, but who needed some guidance, direction, and more personalized academic supports, I witnessed an immensely effective program that transforms lives. Now, over 35 years since the inception of Puente, it has become a program that is a true model for student success. It's an investment to California. Puente produces academically competitive, competent students that not only are university eligible, but who complete degrees and become strong community leaders and mentors. I urge you for the committee to consider providing an augmentation of funding so that Puente can expand quality academic programming to first-generation students throughout the state of California. By investing in Puente, you will be investing in a program that has a long-standing history of success and that has data to show the impact and to prove it. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Let's invest in Puente, a program that works, has a history of effectiveness, and continues to work with students throughout the state of California. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Valerie Colbert. I teach at Contra Costa College, Community College, and Diablo Valley College in the Contra Costa Community College District. I teach computer science. I'm here to support funding for full-time faculty, to increase full-time faculty. They only teach about 56% of the credited instruction, and we're about 19 to 20% short of the established goal. Students definitely need more access to part-time faculty office hours. Part-time faculty needs to be appropriately compensated, and all faculty need to have professional development opportunities, not just some. So the budget should seek outcomes for increased ratio of full-time faculty, greater support for part-time faculty, and state resources for professional development. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Donna Wapner. I'm a long-term, over 20-year full-time faculty member in Contra Costa Community College District. I'm the president of the United Faculty Association and a governing board member of FAC. And what most people have been saying, I totally agree with. We need to increase the base funding for the colleges, increase more full-time to part-time ratios, support the part-time faculty with office hours and professional development, increase professional development across the board. And at the same time, what I want to speak to right now, since I haven't heard anyone talk about it, was the CTE funding, which I'm really thrilled to see such a large amount given to CTE programs. But as a person who's spent over 23 years in CTE programs, the base funding for those programs are really limited. And by once again doing another grant-based program funding model, I have grant fatigue, and most programs do. And as the Faculty Association president, I get calls all the time from our very successful programs like nursing, dental hygiene, computer science, energy technology, who are saying we need more full-time faculty, we need more budgets, we need more money for the labs in our budget, we need classified staff to help us with our programming, we need more part-time faculty who are given time to help support us out in the community. What we don't need is more large committees gathering together to talk about the need to develop CTE programs. We really need stabilization. And I think if you actually saw the information about how many programs are run by only one full-time member, or even in our district, we have part-time faculty running programs because there are no full-time members because they've never hired a full-time member. So I would really encourage you to give this increased budgeting but allow for some stabilization, hiring, and basic needs met to the CTE programs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee, Kara Bush with the Computing Technology Industry Association. We support all efforts to create a culture of innovation on all college campuses as a way to prepare students for the digital workforce that they will encounter. It is important to integrate technology into the curriculum and pedagogy to optimize learning and ensure students develop the necessary digital literacy skills to navigate the workplace around them. I'm not going to touch on each of these items as you all received a letter with our 2016-17 budget priorities. However, we have suggested language touching on all the different items discussed today, which basically we've suggested language be added to encourage or require the use of technology where appropriate in developing new programs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair and Committee. Andrea DeVoe for TechNet. As Kara mentioned, we submitted a joint letter outlining our priorities. I will not be redundant and repeat those today, just align myself with the comments just made by CompTIA. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair and members. Lizette Everett with the Community College League of California. I just want to add that a base augmentation for community colleges would ensure that we are supporting core student services in the businesses and also ensure that we are outreaching to students that could benefit from a community college education. We're very supportive of the zero textbook cost degree proposal that has been outlined. We think it's a step in the right direction towards affordability for our students. And then lastly, we want to thank you for your analysis and the basic skills. We want to see more of what we saw last year in the transformation program. We thought that was a positive direction. We think that instead of asking colleges to do only two things, that you should ask them to do one other, which is commit to one of the transformation practices that was highlighted in last year's budget. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, committee members. Thank you for this time. My name is Manuel Ruedas. I'm a counselor and Puente coordinator at American River College here in Sacramento. Two of my students are here, Giselle and Danielle. I'm here to support Puente, excuse me, in an area that is little talked about. Puente students for years have been donating their time to do community outreach. They go to their schools, former schools, their communities and underserved communities, their immigrant communities. They use their language skills, their cultural skills to bring siblings, classmates, family members to the college. I see a lot of this follow-up. They attend events on a Saturday, like a big conference we just did at Sac State on Saturday. We had Puente mentors and students as volunteers. So this is a scale up of a group of students that are very low income, often working two jobs, but they still take time to donate to their community. and with very little resources. Most of this is done on a free basis, and so I ask that you please support the Puente program. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Grace Ebron. I represent Puente as a community member and as a volunteer mentor. There is a mentoring component that goes along with a rigorous academic program that Puente implements. And for the last 5 years, I've served as a Puente mentor, a volunteer. I'm working one-on-one with a student who will be transferring. So I've done this for Merritt College, for City College of San Francisco, who's well represented today, and also for College of Marin. 3 of my mentees, Claudia Martinez, Claudia Salazar, and Maria Reyes, are all transferred to a 4-year university. And what's significant about these young women is that they never envisioned themselves as a successful college student. So spending time with them, I really gained an appreciation for their backgrounds and for their struggles. My current mentee, Lois, is at City College of San Francisco, also with her similar struggles. I have met with her, I've met with her mother, and Lois now is going to be transferring as a chemistry major to UC Berkeley. We're going to Cal Day together as part of our activity. She and I do meet regularly and talk about her career goals, and I try to help as much as I can, really by serving as a sounding board and as a person to support her, as a member of the community to support her dreams. And this is what I find significant about Puente, is that there is this mentoring component that allows members of the community to also get involved and to serve alongside with these students to support their dreams. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Edgar Ricardo Vega. I am advocating here for the Puente Project. I'm going to give you a little background about myself. Is that I grew up in East Oakland, California, and growing up, I never knew anyone who was educated. You know, all my family, all my friends, you know, they came from working class backgrounds. Many of them were immigrants. So it wasn't until I went to college when I was exposed to the Puente Project. A counselor pushed me to do it. I was reluctant to do it, but I can easily say that that was one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. First of all, I was giving an English teacher that was with us to guide us through the 2 most vigorous years of English. We were given a personal counselor for us, and then we were given a mentor. And that mentor aspect was one of the most important things for me, because I was given a mentor named Damon Alicorn, who was a graduate of UC Santa Barbara, and he was the Latino representative for the now retired Congressman George Miller. So that was one of the first times that I envisioned someone like myself in a position of that sort of, you know, social impact. And from that, I envisioned myself as a college student from then on. And I can easily say that now I'm a UC Santa Barbara graduate, just like my mentor has been. And I can say that I always return back to my college, because one of the most important aspects of Puente Project is to come back to the community and give back, because I want to be there for the students that didn't have someone that looked like them, that spoke like them, that came from the similar backgrounds. Y'all, you know, said that one of the issues was that there's a gap between high school education to going to junior college. Well, Puente helps fill that gap in other programs like that as well. 50% of the Puente graduates that go through the program transfer to a 4-year university. So the statistics are there, and I just want to say that continue to support programs like this. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good morning, esteemed members of the Budget Subcommittee number 2. My name is Gerson Leahud, and I am a representative of the Student Senate for California Community Colleges. I specifically service the greater Los Angeles area. I am a student at East Los Angeles College and at Santa Monica College, where I am on track to transfer to University of California, Riverside in the fall. And I already know, as this is my 3rd year in community college, already know what I will be remembering once I graduate, and that one thing will be the price of textbooks. I should not be I should not be making the decision on whether I should buy a textbook at the cost of $400, $600, up to $1,000 per semester, whether I should be that, or whether I should pay my rent, that, or whether I should be eating for that night, that, or I should be giving my car payment, internet payment, whatever it is that I need to be doing. Textbook costs is a very heavy cost on a student. we have essentially become predators to the textbook industry because we are a captured consumer. Because as professors assign textbooks, those textbooks are required in our class, and if we are not to buy those textbooks, we are considered not to be successful. We are considered not to be, and we will be on target to failing that course. And increasing the open resource education, we would be alleviating those costs from low-income students such as myself. Students who have a hard time trying to meet ends meet, struggling at every semester or every quarter that goes by. And this is why I urge you to please look forward and continue the efforts in open resources and the zero textbook costs.
Thank you so much.
Hi, good morning. My name is Denora Gonzalez. I am what they call a non-traditional student. Excuse my nervousness, you can tell. I am a non-traditional student. I graduated from high school back in 1985. And 30 years later, I got laid off from my job and decided to go back to college and to get a certificate in paralegal studies. Once I was in school, I met the Puente program cohorts, and with their support, I have decided not to just get a certificate, but to go ahead and get a bachelor's degree. So the Puente program has been a godsend message for me and I'm a single parent, a very, very proud single mother, and I'm trying to be an example to my daughter, because it's hard as a parent to tell your child you need to go to college when you haven't done it yourself. So now that I am back in college and in the Puente program, I hope to graduate in 2 years, and I'm here to please ask you to please fund our program. The benefits that we get as students and the benefits that the community will receive will be unmeasurable. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. I just want to say, is it Denora?
Denora Gonzalez.
Denora, that for me, you look like a community college student. So you're not the...
Oh, really?
abnormal. Yes. Yeah, so you fit right in with a community college. So
thank you.
Good morning. My name is Catherine Martinez, and I am here as a 15-year veteran staff member of the Puente statewide office. My 25-year career in higher education includes positions in various federal and state academic preparation programs. My background working with various support models leads me to sum up my opinion of this program in 2 words: Puente works. I am continuously both honored and humbled to work with such phenomenal community college faculty who are implementing the Puente model and continuously changing lives. Grounded in theory, yet open to cutting-edge ideas and current higher educational trends, Puente is constantly refining its practices to meet student needs. The program continues to be a data-driven learning community model, one that needs to grow to be able to reach more students. It is no wonder that other states are now looking to replicate its success. I urge the committee to consider the increased funding requested, personally assuring each member that the funds will be put to the best possible use to increase the number of student participants, thereby increasing underrepresented student access to higher educational opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Jennifer Baker with the California Teachers Association. In order to save time, I'd like to associate my comments regarding both full-time and part-time faculty priorities with the comments that were previously made by Mr. Murakami with FAC. And I would like to focus on some existing issues. And one of the largest issues is the funds that have been provided for student success. Ultimately, what the legislature and governor have been trying to do is try to fill the gap to ensure all those students who were cut in high school by all the cuts to Prop 98 are now coming into the community college system without the skills that they need. And what you've been trying to do is systemically fill that gap with other programs and resources to make sure the students can get caught up and get what they need. It would seem to me also that the Puente program is also a good program that really effectively leads to student success, saying that as a previous mentor myself. But ultimately, we want to make sure that the funds that you have already provided and additional funds that may be provided are going to be fully utilized the way you intend. We're concerned that the way the funds have been utilized and allocated, that they're not being used in a way that's going to ensure this is going to be a long-term program, that they're being used at the local level to as a more of a a short-time program with the assumption that perhaps these funds or this program may go away in a few years. So we're not seeing the funds used to create full-time, long-term jobs. We're seeing short-term temporary positions, short-term temporary programs that could easily be dismantled if the legislature and governor decide to go in a different direction. If you want to make this successful, you want to ensure that this is going to be a long-term program that's going to continue to do what it needs to do. We'd like to ensure that as you're discussing future funds and existing funds, that you make sure that the funds are being utilized effectively, that we're going to see the increase of full-time, long-term counseling positions, because you want to make sure students get to see the same counselor year after year. If you get a different counselor every year you're going, that's not going to create long-term success, because you're not going to have the consistency and ultimately community. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me this time to talk. I'm talking, my name is Ann Romero, and I'm here as a private citizen to really, usually as private citizens, we don't come up here and spend our time to talk to you. We usually just look at the news and then complain. But I'm here to really, I'm happy to support, to be here and talk about my experiences regarding the Puente project and how it works. And as a private citizen, I want to really share my opinion and impressions that this is a program that really works, and I'm really, really happy that it has state funding. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm a mentor for both Skyline College and City College of San Francisco. And you've heard, we have a couple of students here from City College, and you can see how really articulate they are. They're folks that have dreams for themselves, and yes, the institution does a great job providing excellent instruction, counseling, but as a mentor, I noticed that the extra touch, a program that allows me as a citizen to spend time and give back to students, to what I've learned as a result of my career, my experience, to other first-generation students. I myself am a first-generation student. So I just can't recommend it highly enough. And I don't know of another program in the community college system, a program that specifically goes back into their local communities and asks caring professionals to come back and spend time, a few hours, we're talking 18 hours a year, to spend time with a young person and help them reach their goals. It is really a phenomenal program, and I've heard the augmentation that they're asking for is $1 million. Definitely, absolutely well deserved. So thank you for your time, and I'm here to just really support and advocate for a program that works and helps students not just to get motivated and to stay in school, but really to think higher and bigger.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Hello, my name is Matisha York. I am a Puentista at City College of San Francisco. I am also a coordinator at the Women's Resource Center on campus. I actually did not think of working on campus at first until I met my wonderful teacher, Miss Amy Miles. She has been like a really big inspiration to me onto being a student leader. I talk a lot, but I didn't like actively respond in action. And so now I realize that I have to step up and let my voice be heard, even if I'm just the only one. And now I see that I'm not the only one. So I feel good about that. A little bit of my background, I am originally from Potrero Hill, the projects, as you guys may know, the capital, I don't know if you guys know that much. So it's underrepresented, a lot of underrepresentedness going on. The biggest issue between the gap between K through 12 and college is that there isn't really a steady line between the teachers that are at the K through 12 and the teachers that are in the colleges. They should be bridged together. The way that Puente is, I feel that all schools should be like, we should have a whole Puente school dedicated to Puente, because like it changes your life. I used to hate English. Now I can't wait until I transfer to UC Davis. I've been in English since English K, okay, basic. Hey, that's why I started. And now 2 years later, I'm about to graduate with an associate's. So that's really like surprising. I have a daughter. She's 6 years old. I want to be that inspiration to her, to show her that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you see yourself. And we all have choices. And Puente is the biggest choice that changed my life forever. And I will never forget Puente. And I feel that Sacramento should never forget Puente as well. Puente will be here, and the 1 million, they deserve even more. So whatever it is Puente does, we need to keep it going. Do not reinvent the wheel. Keep this cycle of positivity going, and stop the cycle of ignorance. And I feel that our teachers need to be helped as well, because we had a strike. Our teachers striked, and they broke. Okay. No, help the teachers.
But I don't know what else the Puente people can say besides that one, so pretty much.
That's
great job.
Hello, my name is Jessica Bravo. I'm here from Orange County. I'm a Puente student from Golden West College. And today I'm here to ask you to invest $1 million in the Puente program. We cannot promote student equity and success without having the funding to back it up. As a first-generation immigrant student myself, Puente has not only been fundamental, but it has been essential to my success in my transition to my higher education. I want you to build the bridge with us, and let's be proactive and invest in our students today for a better future tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Committee. My name is Anayeli Rivas, a Puentista from West Los Angeles College, and most recently a UCLA graduate. As a group of us actually drove from LA last night just to tell you in person to how much Puente means to us, and to please support the augmentation of $1 million. When no other program had the capacity to help guide me in my academic endeavors, as an undocumented student, Puente did not push me away. On the contrary, they've taught me how to navigate the educational system and how to be an advocate for myself. Puente offers true equity to its students. Puente is family, and I'd like to ask the audience if the Puentistas could quietly stand up so you all could just kind of see what that truly means. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, community. My name is Alexander Del Toro. I'm a student at UCR. I transferred from Chabot College in Hayward, California. I'm also a Puentista, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about my experience and my brother's experience. I've been a Puentista since high school, and being in Puente has opened many doors for myself as far as networking opportunities, how to navigate the educational system, occupational opportunities, being able to get a job on campus, and for me, the biggest thing was the help it's provided my brother. You know, in elementary school, he was told he was special needs, that he needed to go to special classes, and that he wasn't like the rest of the students. But Puente has provided an opportunity and gave him a chance for his education, provided a support system, a family that he can rely on, and that has helped him succeed in school. And he's currently a junior right now, looking at different colleges throughout California. He's also interested in UC Riverside as well, and is applying to colleges in the fall. And it's because of the Puente Project giving him an opportunity and providing a support system and a counselor that's been working with him that he's able to do this. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sandra Guzman. I'm a Puente counselor at Sacramento City College. I'd like to open by saying that I echo everything that my colleague Dean Murakami said from FAC. As you know now, we could fill this room with stories of hope, transformation, and educational liberation. We really could with Puente. But I'm going to throw out some numbers. I heard some numbers earlier today. That anywhere from 41% to 74% of students in California community colleges make it to transfer level English. I pulled up some of my last 3-year program reviews, and I'm going to give you the numbers for Sacramento City College. I don't know them for all campuses, but I would imagine that they are very similar. Last year, 76% of our students made it to transfer level English writing. The year before that, 86% of our students made it to transfer level English writing. The year before that, 100% of our students made it to English transfer level writing. All of those students started in basic skills. Puente students start in the basic skills English writing class. All of those students, 95 to 98% of them were first generation in college. So those are our numbers, and I see them repeated year after year after year. In Puente, we have a family and community investment in our program. We have family orientation nights where we educate the parents and the families about what happens at the community college, what transfer means. Many of them have no clue that the community college and the four-year university are two different systems and what that means for our students. So we get our family invested in the programs. Our community is invested via our mentors. We have a great pool of mentors, professionals in the community. At Sacramento City College, 96% of our mentors were first-generation college graduates, and now they're back and serving the community as mentors. So we have the community investment there. If you're looking at evidence-based practices, you can look no further. Puente is it. Puente is the model that we should follow. In 30-plus years, the Puente program has not grown at Sacramento City College. We've started the same cohort year after year for 30-plus years. I beg you, implore you to please let our programs grow so that we can serve many, many more students in California. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Linda Torres. I am from Stockton, California, and I am currently at Cosumnes River College here in Sacramento area. And I just wanted to add to what she was saying. So I started community college, I think, the week before you were supposed to start classes. And it was because I didn't feel I was ready for a four-year university. So I did get accepted to a bunch of four-year universities, but I wasn't ready, and I knew I wasn't ready. My teachers didn't tell me I wasn't ready, but I knew myself I wasn't ready, and Puente helped me be ready. I currently am looking to transfer in the fall, and I feel like other students need to have that opportunity, because something that I was offered, I feel more than just 30 in a class should be offered. It should be offered school-wide, like district-wide, and it is, but not enough. Just 30 students is not enough, and that's how many are in my that are in my Puente program. So I think it should be offered way more.
Thank you.
It's something that we need. Thank you.
Chairman Carty, members, David Bala Hawkins with the Community College Independence Faculty Union. First, I'd like to invite you to come visit a Puente program if you've never done that. Students are amazing. The faculty are amazing. $1 million in this building is couch change. So I think that definitely we believe that should be a priority for this committee. CCCI was very surprised to see the $255 million in ongoing funds that's directed towards deferred maintenance. We have shortfalls with full-time faculty hires. We have part-time faculty that are not being paid office hours. We have programs like Puente. In categorical programs, who need additional money. We hope you will consider taking those funds and redirecting towards programs that we think will be very successful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ilsa Mimes. I am here to speak about the cost of textbooks. I am a student representative for the Ventura County Community College District. I am a representative with the region with the Student Senate, and I'm the president of the Association of Student Trustees. But more than that, I'm a student, and I'm here on behalf of not only the students of California in the community college system, but also for my friends. One friend right now who is currently struggling with paying rent, and who's taking a class, just one class that they need to finish, but can't afford the textbooks. So I don't know if they're going to be able to pull through the class, that one class that they need to get their associate's degree, because they can't afford that textbook. Or my friend who's so close to being done, just one semester left, but has taken out loans to pay for community college and can't afford to take out any more loans, isn't receiving financial aid, and can't afford the cost of textbooks, and so is also making her way through her classes without being able to get the textbook for her homework and assignments. But more than that, I'm also here for my little cousin, who in 6 years will be in college. And I know that they're going to struggle to pay for his education. And he's smart. He's going to get scholarships. But I just hope that 2016, we would have some open educational resources so that my little cousin doesn't face the same issues that I'm facing now. So please, not only for my little cousin, but for all students of California community colleges, please consider helping us with the cost of textbooks and making them more affordable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Madeline Blasco. I'm a little nervous. I'm Native American and Hispanic background from low income. I only completed my 9th grade, and it was a 13-plus year break before I re-entered school. If it wasn't for my teacher, Miss Miles, I would...
What college are you from, by the way?
City College of San Francisco. I'm with the Puente program, and if it wasn't for my teacher, Miss Miles, and my counselor, Miss Cahill, I could not say that that today I'm an engineering major. I'm on Dean's List. I'm in Honor Society. I helped create our campus's first Puente program club, which I'm secretary of. I'm also secretary of our WISE Women in Science and Engineering program. And these are all, this is a life that was not an option for me before. I know that this program has given me the tools not only to be successful in my classes, but in my community. I have a dream and a track to attend one of the world's best engineering programs at UC Berkeley, which I know I will be a part of very soon. And it's because of this program and the support that it gives you, the extra time that they give you, and the resources that were not available anywhere else to me before. And I thank you for your time, and I really hope that you support our program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for your time, members of the committee. My name is Sonia Miranda. When I came to United States, I didn't know how to speak English. And I've been learning, I've been taking classes. I have English as a second language. Not only is my second language, it's also my nightmare. English has been so hard. It's a hard language for me to learn. I've been repeating, and to share my story is like, I took two times I repeated English 96. So I went to see a counselor, and I said that I want to continue. I need to learn English. I'm working as a nurse. So nurse assistant. So my counselor said, there is Puente, and she explained it. I enrolled in Puente last semester. This is my second semester. You don't know how much I've been improving in Puente. See, I'm here speaking to you. And English is my second language, and my nightmare again. So with the intensive reading, the books that I need to read, Puente provided. Really, I didn't have to invest so much in order to learn English. Now I'm English 1A. And what I also Puente learned and taught me, my counselors, my instructor, also put that seed in my soul that I'm capable in learning English and plus transfer to the university. Now I'm having the idea I'm going to go to 4 years college. I'm going to transfer to the university to become a social worker. Thank you for your time, and please consider helping Puente. See, English as a second language, and I can speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you for your... You're not supposed to do that, but it's okay today. Thank you for your participation. That was very heartwarming to hear the stories. And just to let you know, this isn't agendized for those of you who don't usually follow the legislature, so we can't really talk about this issue and make any decisions today, but we hear you loud and clear, and this is something that we will definitely consider for funding when we do our final budget in May. And thanks everybody else for participating, and with that, we'll adjourn.